Before we start, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's begin. If you fail to do something, turn your disappointment into motivation. In the workplace, healthy competition is good, since no matter whether you win or lose, your efforts and your attitude is what counts. Sustaining passion requires courage because you need to stop seeing problems as things to avoid. Start recognizing an opportunity to do something better in each issues. With time, you will become better, and your life will be more pleasant due to your new mindset. Life throws us curveballs, but you can use these to motivate yourself towards success. Disappointment is difficult to handle, but by recognizing it, you will be on the path towards achieving success, and you have to use it to fuel your efforts. The first step is to acknowledge that there is no need to dwell on disappointment. Feelings of disappointment may soon become overwhelming, clouding our judgment and leading to inaction. Instead than dwelling on disappointment, attempt to assess the issue objectively, in order to choose the best next action. This can be accomplished by breaking the disappointment down into more manageable steps. Looking at each stage objectively assists us to comprehend the decision and action we must take. The second step is to reframe the disappointment into a learning opportunity. It isn't possible to avoid disappointment in anything we do, so we must develop a mindset that learns from disappointment and redirects our actions. For example, a student may have failed an exam. Rather than feel defeated by the disappointment, they can use it as an opportunity to identify where they went wrong and make adjustments. With this understanding, they can then turn their focus on what they need to do to pass the next exam. The third step is to view disappointment as a challenge. Human beings are remarkably resilient, and one of the best ways to transform disappointment into motivation is to view it as a challenge. For example, a job candidate may have been rejected for the position for which they applied. They have the option of allowing their disappointment to prevent them from applying for the next job, or embracing the challenge. With this perspective, the idea of ending yourself in a similar circumstance might be intimidating, but the challenge can inspire desire and confidence. Accepting and facing the problem increases their degree of motivation. The fourth step is to set goals and establish a timeline. Setting attainable but meaningful objectives will allow you to set your expectations, and expectations will lead to accountable behaviors. By piecing together a chronology, we may assess the outcomes of our activities and make changes as needed. Finally, we must remember that it is acceptable to feel unhappy. Disappointment is frequently accompanied by mental suffering, negative thoughts, and feelings of failure. As a result, our answer should incorporate the type of self-care that we find most helpful. Self-care, whether it's reading a book, going for a run, or simply taking a minute to yourself, is a vital step in dealing with disappointment. Disappointment has the potential to become an unexpected source of motivation and strength. By following the tips outlined above, you can develop the skills to recognize and use disappointment as a tool on your path towards success. It isn't always easy, but with consistent effort and resilience, you can turn your disappointment into motivation. Create success by building habits to reach it. Passion is a why, and the discipline is how in the success equation. When a person is disciplined, they hold very high standards for their desire to work efficiently. To be as disciplined as your role models, you must choose what you want precisely, determine the price you have to pay, and decide if you are willing to pay that price. You should develop habits of putting first thing first, spending your time wisely, and focusing on what truly matters. Avoid multitasking as you do because it will only slow you down. Remember that what separates successful people from unsuccessful is how they use their failures. Failure should be an opportunity to learn through feedback or reaction from those who reject you. Haters pointing out your weaknesses are your biggest consultants. If you use them smart, they can assist you in becoming a better version of yourself. Great ideas are all around us, so train yourself to recognize them. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe to our channel, in order to be informed when we publish new content.